Well, after many years in the music industry and writing hundreds of songs, my musical interests and influences were so varied that I didn't have a real cohesive group of songs. But then last July at Momentum Youth Conference, I was spending some time trying to hear from God, and I felt Him giving me two words: focus and completion. And as I prayed about these words, He made it pretty clear to me He wanted me to put my other musical interests aside for a time and to focus on completing a worship album. As we boldly proclaim. Well, I'm really excited about this Kickstarter campaign that we're doing. You have a total project amount that you put up, and then you have different rewards that range from getting the album digitally and name your own price, all the way up to a full concert at your school or your church. You only have 30 days. And if you don't raise the entire 100% that you need for the project, then no one's card gets charged, no one gets any rewards, because they don't fund the project and we don't make the album. So we're really hoping that everybody goes and tells everybody they know, and in 30 days we've got to get all the way up to at least 100% so that we can get this project going. I've been writing music since I was a teenager, but back in the late 90s I replaced Jason Brown, the lead singer of the Channel Surfers. I got to perform at the Dove Awards 3 times with Nicole C. Mullen and with Toby Mac, Kirk Franklin, and Mandisa. I toured with Mandisa until moving back home to Indiana. But throughout all this time, I was always energized most by singing, playing, and leading worship. When I was at Grace College, I led in chapel. Now I've been leading in the living room at Winona Lake Grace Brethren Church for the past 3 years. And there's just nothing that gets me more excited than pointing people towards God and who He is and worshiping Him through music and song. You are not ashamed. You are not ashamed. Well, as I began writing worship songs for this album, I was just really impacted with wanting to help people understand their identity in Christ and the freedom that they can have in Christ. When my wife and I were in Nashville, my wife Sarah worked at Mercy Ministries. It's residential homes for girls with life-controlling issues. So we often had girls that would come over to our house, and Sarah would talk with them and we'd pray with them, and just really trying to help them understand who they are in Christ and the freedom that they can have, and that they don't have to be stuck in bondage. Have a right view of who He is and the hope and power that should be evident in our lives because of Him.